Allie Sherlock, the discipline behind the voice of street singers rise to global attention. Talent is impressive, but discipline is what builds careers. When people think about Allie Sherlock, they often remember the viral videos, the powerful street performances, the emotional covers that spread across the internet. But behind every viral moment is repetition. Behind every strong note is practice. And behind every confident performance is discipline. Allie Sherlock was born in Cork, Ireland, in 2005. Growing up in Douglas, she experienced life-changing loss at just 9 years old when her mother passed away. For many children, that kind of loss creates emotional confusion and instability. For Allie, it created focus. Music became her outlet. But unlike many young singers who perform casually, she developed intensity early. She practiced consistently. She studied songs deeply. She didn't just memorize lyrics, she absorbed them. That emotional depth later became one of her defining strengths. But emotion alone does not prepare you for public performance. The real training ground for Allie Sherlock was not a music academy. It was the street. Patrick Street in Cork is busy, unpredictable, and loud. Performing there requires more than courage, it requires control. Street performance forces artists to project their voice above traffic noise. It forces them to maintain confidence while being observed at close range. It forces them to adapt instantly to distractions. This environment built resilience. When she performed covers of artists like Ed Sheeran and Adele, she wasn't protected by stage production. It was her voice, her guitar, and whatever environment surrounded her. Every performance sharpened her control. Every crowd strengthened her composure. Then came the viral breakthrough. One performance, recorded by a passerby, was uploaded online. It spread quickly. Views multiplied into millions. Comments flooded in from around the world. But viral success often creates a dangerous illusion that fame happens instantly. In reality, her viral moment was built on hundreds of hours of unnoticed street performances. When she appeared on the Ellen DeGeneres Show, the world saw a confident teenage singer. What they didn't see were the years of repetition behind that composure. That appearance expanded her visibility internationally. Industry professionals began evaluating her not just as a viral act, but as long-term potential. She eventually signed with Patriot Records, connected to Ryan Tedder of One Republic. Signing with a label introduces a new level of discipline. Studio sessions require precision. Songwriting sessions require vulnerability. Recording requires consistency. Public appearances require professionalism. The transition from street performer to signed artist is not automatic. It demands adaptation. But what makes Allie Sherlock's journey unique is that she continued busking even after gaining global attention. That decision demonstrates something powerful. She did not allow success to replace practice. The street remained her laboratory. There, she could test vocal changes, experiment with delivery, measure real-time audience reaction. This constant exposure built mental strength. Growing up publicly adds another layer of difficulty. As her voice matured, comparisons increased. As she experimented with original music, critics analyzed her direction. Teenage artists often struggle during this phase, when expectations grow faster than identity. Yet she continued developing. She released original songs such as Hero and Locked Inside, showing willingness to move beyond covers. Writing original material is where discipline becomes creative risk. Covers attract attention. Original songs build artistic identity. To become more than a viral street singer, she needed to define herself musically. And defining identity takes time. Another critical factor in her journey is consistency. In the age of digital distraction, maintaining relevance requires steady output. Uploads, performances, engagement, growth. Her social media platforms reflect structured effort, not randomness. This structured consistency is what separates sustainable artists from temporary trends. Now consider the psychological aspect. Street performance builds thick skin. When people walk past without stopping, you learn not to internalize rejection. When people criticize, you learn emotional control. That psychological endurance prepared her for online scrutiny. Fame in the digital era is relentless. Every note is recorded. Every flaw replayed. Every success amplified. Without discipline, this pressure overwhelms. With discipline, it sharpens. Allie Sherlock's story is often told as a fairy tale, a young girl discovered on the street. But the deeper reality is more complex. Her rise was engineered by repetition, strengthened by loss, refined by public exposure, expanded by digital platforms, validated by industry recognition. She represents a new generation of artists who bypass traditional gatekeepers and build audiences directly. But long-term success requires more than early attention. It requires evolution. Her voice continues to mature. Her presence becomes more controlled. Her songwriting gradually develops personal tone. The next stage of her career depends on refinement, transforming raw power into distinctive identity. That is where discipline matters most. Talent may open doors, but discipline determines how long they stay open. From Cork's busy sidewalks to international recognition, Allie Sherlock's journey demonstrates that behind every viral moment is invisible effort. Behind every confident note is private rehearsal. Behind every opportunity is preparation. She was not simply discovered. She was built. Built by repetition. Built by resilience. Built by the streets. Built by discipline. And as her career continues to unfold, one thing remains certain. The voice the world hears today was forged long before the cameras arrived. And that foundation may be the strongest part of her story. And also, if you enjoy this video, please subscribe and comment for more videos, and please share the video. Thanks for watching. See you in another next video. Peace out.